What's good, YouTube land? The Ultimate Form here, back again once again today, people. Today we are here for episode 47 of our Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. In the last episode, we travelled into the Embrace, found out that the Eclipse had invaded our homeland, and sought to repel them and save the rest of the Nora Braves that survived the initial onslaught. In this episode, we'll be travelling into All Mother Mountain. And hopefully discovering the final little tidbits of the secret behind Aloy's birth. If you like what you see here today, please make sure you slap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notified of more content coming your way, and share with your friends. And without further ado, let's boogie. I got to do this episode relatively quickly because I have to go to work.
So many wounded, so many dead.
And if you don't remember, All Mother Mountain is a sacred place that only the matriarchs could go into. From what we learned from one of the matriarchs, can't remember which one they're named anymore at the moment. Aloy was founded inside the facility, centuries after the last people had ever walked out of the facility, making Aloy's birth rather strange.
My sons. Oh, goddess. My poor boys.
So many have already perished. Goddess, remember them.
So many have already perished. Goddess, remember them.
There.
Hi, Rash.
You.
Hello, Resh. Still guarding the latrine?
Leave me be.
Good thing I found Sona, huh? Can't have a tribe without a war chief.
I was wounded in combat. I make no apologies.
Of course not. Why would you get started now?
Why couldn't you die out there?
Many tried to kill me, Resh. Care to take a turn?
Too many witnesses.
Ah, don't let that stop you.
I like Rash's character. He's just been there the entire time, wishing for our blood.
You should speak to the matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to ask you some things.
Of course.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo. Ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. Well, I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decision saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here.
I think these are the same dialogue options from before. Yeah, they are.
I should speak to the...
Yes.
Aloy.
I don't know how you survived.
Aloy!
Not even Nicole.
You've
could've
come
done it.
back! The Seeker has returned. Come,
Woman,
speak to us.
don't talk again.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
Go away.
I brought Brahm here when the invaders attacked. We barely made it. Tirsa declared all Nora welcome to take shelter in the sacred mountain. Even outcasts.
It's good to see Brom's around, bro.
It's Aloy! I brought Mother's spear with us. Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
All these quests that I
I
haven't...
hope the enhancement to your spear has proved useful.
Oh yes, many times over.
Aloy.
All these people that I helped out in the Embrace before coming here.
The battle was lost until you came. You have accomplished what I could not. The tribe is in your debt.
Cool. Who's on the other side? Jun. I haven't spoken to Jun in a while.
It was brave of you to come back.
The outcast girl. You taught me a lesson. I've remembered what you said many times. I think I'm better for it.
Good.
Aloy,
So
I'm glad
much
to see you
blood
again.
spilled on the sacred land.
the dream willow you recovered has comforted many who were wounded in the attack.
I've been looking for you for like months. Quick, complete their question. She just left. She just bounced.
Hello, Seeker.
I actually don't remember her. Oh well.
The machines of the faithless slaughtered our people.
Oh god.
So, you have finally
Camera
returned.
angle's weird.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity
says me,
confirmed.
bruh.
Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to Aletheia Cradle 9, Brood 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Let's see what we can find.
So this is Aletheia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Oh, I forgot to go look up that movie that I mentioned in the previous episode. Dang it.
So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
Let's have a look at these two. Incubator log. We're gonna find out why. Hopefully. Is that another log? No, that's the two that I got. Never mind. Cool, that's Mosey. So the paintings show murals of what happened in the facility and the stories that they were told. So you can see there's a servitor and their children. Can't remember what this one was about. Probably should have double checked before I started the episode. Sometimes I forget.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
They were frustrated. Must have been the servitor. Let's double check our map. So that's detour. Nursery. They ran out of food before they got let out.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Playroom. They thought of just about everything. This is incredible.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
So this is where they lived? It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Wow.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there.
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now, and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here, and sleep, and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave, and you will learn.
That sounds like Nora tradition to me. Keywords like brave and remember, mother's memory. So you see how the Nora developed their faith straight out of the cradle facility. See what this one is.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
They were trapped here. Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, I don't know if we spoke about this before, but as part of the let's try that again. As part of the Eleuthia program, it was supposed to be backed up by the sub-function Apollo, and Apollo was supposed to be the conglomeration of all human knowledge. I don't know if it was mentioned. Should have been mentioned by when we went to what's that place called? When we went to, what's it called? This is what I get for misplacing my notes. So when we went up here to make his end, we learned that that Apollo was deleted, and even the backups that were kept with the space project were deleted, so there was no way of retrieving all that data.
What was this
So we're going to go through that now.
The dream of Apollo, never realized.
But why not?
So these had all the information on them. What was left to be accessed. So we have quite a few in here, but I can't remember.
Hello, child.
There we go.
My name is Samina.
Please pick up a focus
Today
device
is a big
and
day.
place it on the
Your
side of
first
your
day
head,
of school.
just behind your
There's
eye.
so much for
I
you
had
to
tread
learn.
the pits of the
So much
world looking
promise
for
and
Ooh, that needs to stop.
possibility.
And here sat a trove,
Malfunction.
enriching no one.
Apollo offline.
Apollo offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Yeah, he was not nice, but we move. Let's listen to that again, because I accidentally scanned it before the freaking audio came up.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility. You'll find that from this point on, your world just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Starting today, you'll be living in a bigger room. One large enough to fit your growing body. And before long, you'll start meeting other children. Children who grew up in other broods like yours, in separate areas here on the inside. But the biggest world is the one you will all share. The world of knowledge. Of everything that the people who came before you thought and felt and dreamed. It was a beautiful world. But as you'll discover, it was a troubled one too. Our dearest hope is that you will do better. Now, it's time for you to meet two very important people. A man named Aristotle and a woman named Aspasia. They will be your guides to the world of knowledge. I wish you fulfillment and enlightenment in your journeys ahead.
Alert. Malfunction.
So yeah, pieces coming together. Let's try the next one.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
So let's keep going further down. We'll go the opposite way this time.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of... Hello, child.
They're all
My
the same?
name is Samina. Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
Oh.
Apollo offline.
For some reason I thought there was more. I feel a bit cheated in that respect then.
Priority access for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Corrupted log. The initiation program. And then the fall of it. The malfunctions that happened. Wow. Okay, big cutscene time.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
Clearly.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
Yes.
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if... Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
Big stuff, bro. Big stuff. But that's literally the pivot point of this entire story.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Cool. So we got what we needed. Ooh, Aloy, stop climbing tables.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Alethea 9. Brood 1 access unsealed.
Just about. Oh my gosh, Aloy, why did you do that? Why did you do that, Aloy? That was not okay. So everything was carefully orchestrated and still happened how it was supposed to.
This is going to be interesting.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive.
Dang right.
The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! Make way, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Let's boogie, people. Let's boogie.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position.
Oh, excuse me.
Tirsa,
Tell me the story, bro.
I want to know Rost's story.
And the
Why
few
he
little
was living
questions
past.
that we've had left.
He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story.
Tell me, woman.
Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Tell me now.
Of course I want to hear it.
You do have an opportunity to hear it later, though.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Tell me all.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Hey, they have to make us go through these damn options.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
Ooh, Death Seeker. Ooh.
A Death Seeker?
Okay.
What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Ross did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
We know who she is. It's the lady that we went and did our first quest for. She was the one who brought him over, which is why Rost has such a relationship with her. I forgot what her name is, but if you cast your mind back literally to the first episode, that is the first thing we did.
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Careful. Let's go now. You can't play on the stairs. That's what I was telling you yesterday. Me and Grandma are going out.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
Good thing you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes.
Remember what my nephew's
Another
doing.
compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl. Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift, and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. Thank you for doing what you could to help
Bless me.
through the years. And for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more. But I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
So we
The
are.
Anointed has shown us the goddess's mercy. But now she will show those murderers the goddess's justice.
We're gonna end everything here for now. We'll talk in the next episode. We'll talk to a few more people and make our way towards Gaia Prime and see what other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Is there a quiet point where I can actually speak? Anyhow, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you slap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell to get notified of more content coming your way, and don't forget, Sundays the group gets together and we will be streaming Monster Hunter, so please feel free to jump in for that. We normally stream around 7:30 to 8 PM GMT or UTC, so please make sure you come and check that out. I've been your boy Lan, the Ultimate Form, and I will catch you guys later.
Goddess anointed her